Oh, here we go. There's the real screen. All right, so I'm casting my screen here, and how does this get started? Well, first,
Hi,
I
what do you want
place
to learn
my
about today?
avatar, and I say, what do I want to learn today? And this will bring me a list of libraries of options of 3D models that I want to use in my scenario. So now I'm going to place down this
I'm your AI guide. You can ask
3D
me
model
anything.
on the fire extinguisher. And now I'm starting to engage with the AI. Now, as soon as I place my model down, automatically it's going to generate some knowledge portals based on that exact 3D model that I selected. As you can see there at the very top, automatically I see 3 portals
Foam fire
generated.
extinguishers are effective at putting out fires that involve flammable liquids, such as
AI will
gasoline.
read this
The
off
foam
for me,
smothers the fire and prevents oxygen from reaching the
facilitating the
fuel, which
creation process,
extinguishes the
making this
fire.
easier, simple, easy to use. And now what I want to do, I want to add an anchor. So this will anchor this position to a geolocation spot at this exact spot. And this is very easy to use. All I do is tap on the anchor. I walk around the anchor until those bars turn yellow to green. As soon as they're all green, it physically locks in that anchor to that geospatial spot. I click OK. I take a picture. And as soon as that picture is taken, I am saving that exact spot. What does this allows me to do? This allows me to add context, add annotations to the real world. That's a real world fire extinguisher you're looking at. So what I'm doing, I'm adding annotation. I just say a keyword, instructions. Now I'm going to say the pass method, PASS method. I can add annotations. I can add it with video too. I'm going to add one more right up here. Here is the nozzle, and that captures that word. I add that there. And now what I'm going to do is one more around the corner, up in the ceiling, around the other room. There's that's there you go. It captured that word, smoke detector. I can either type it in or verbally say that word. Okay, now I can start engaging with the AI. I'm going to ask a question. Describe to me the pass method and putting that
I'll do my
fire
best to find
extinguisher.
out. The pass method
Automatically, it's going to tell me
stands for pull,
guide
aim,
and
squeeze,
show and
and
tell,
sweep.
guide and assist.
To use the fire extinguisher with the pass method, first pull the pin at the top of the
Pointing at
extinguisher.
specific
This will break
locations,
the tamper
specific
seal and allow
parts.
you to use the extinguisher. Next, aim the nozzle of the extinguisher at the base of the fire. Squeeze the lever slowly and evenly until the extinguisher is discharged. Sweep the nozzle from side to side at the base of the fire until it is extinguished.
So you can see how I went from the 3D model to the actual real world, pointing at those specific locations. Just by mentioning those words, it will capture that word. And here's a new one. Tell me about the typing this in here. Hit OK, hit search.
I will gather all the necessary
Okay, it's going to tell me
information
how
for
do I
you.
make
You should test
here
your
the
smoke
smoke
detector
and it's going to walk over
monthly
there.
and change the batteries at least once a year.
As it's walking over there, I'm going to follow the avatar and we ask a new question.
There are several things that can go wrong with a smoke detector. The most common problem is that
And
the
you notice
batteries
the panel
die,
there on the
causing
left-hand
the
side.
detector to
That
stop
will
working.
follow the
Other
avatar
problems
wherever I
can
go.
include false alarms,
I can pin
chirping
that.
noises, and malfunctioning
I can keep it
sensors.
and right on the screen. And now I can save my lesson experience. I can keep it private. I can make it public. I can sell this on the marketplace. I can set my price. And just from that one screen, I can make all those decisions. You can see how that anchor is saved to that front screen of that lesson experience. There's the map as to where that anchor was just positioned, located. So you can see how easy I can access the content, set up my own experience, anchor my position, and engage with that AI contextual environment using the avatar. So that's an experience, it's hands-on, showing you step-by-step how I get this to work. Let's take a global tour here and go to different locations. So what I want to do now, you saw some of this content here. Let's take a tour around Los Angeles and see how this could be applied in so many different scenarios. So As you saw
Tell
some
me about
short
the
videos on the
TCL
TCL Chinese Theater.
in Hollywood,
Here I
California.
am in
The
Hollywood,
TCL Chinese
California,
Theater in Hollywood
and
was
I can go
originally built
around.
in
I just
1927
pretty much
and
went
was originally
around
known as
in
Grauman's
front of the
Chinese
Chinese
Theater.
Theater,
The
placed
theater
my
was built by
annotations
Hollywood
in
film
several different
mogul
spots.
Sid Grauman.
Activated the
theater is best
avatar.
known for its signature
Avatar
red
just
carpet and
follows
handprints
wherever that
footprints in the
annotation
concrete
is
of the
mentioned. Will
forecourt.
walk
The
over
theater
there
has been home to many
and
Hollywood
start
careers and is one of the
describing,
most
answering
popular
the
tourist
questions that I
destinations in
posed.
Hollywood.
Here we are talking about
Tell
Paul
me about
Newman,
the career
and I asked a
of
question
Meryl
about
Streep.
Meryl Streep.
I am looking into the
It's
correct
walking
answer
over
to your
straight
question.
over to the
Meryl
handprints of Meryl
Streep is one of the
Streep,
most
telling me
successful actresses
contextual
of all time.
information.
She has won 3
The,
Academy
not,
Awards,
the
8
automatic
Golden
AI
Globe
knowledge
Awards,
portals will
2
pop
Emmy
open when
Awards,
I
and a
place
Tony
that
Award.
keyword in there.
She has also been nominated for a record
And it
21
walks
Academy
directly to
Awards
that
and has won
location.
2 BAFTA Awards. She
And
is
if I
considered
tap
to
on
be
any
one of the
other
greatest actresses of
annotation,
all
it'll
time.
turn around
Jack
and
Lemmon was an
face me
American actor and musician.
as it describes to me
Lemmon's career
additional
spanned more than
content.
60 years.
What's
and
great
he
about it, I
appeared
do
in
have the
over
option,
60
the knowledge
films.
portal there on the left-hand side. Now we're walking over to Gary Cooper, asking about
Describe
Gary
to me the
Cooper's career.
of Gary Cooper.
Gary will give you
Gary Cooper was an
information.
American actor who was one of the most
And you
popular
can have the
film
option to
stars of the
flip back and forth
1930s
from
and
that pinned
1940s.
text.
Tell me
That
about
information on the right-hand side will pop over.
Hugh Jackman is an
the
Australian
dialogue
actor who is
box.
best
I'm
known
going
for his
right
role as
over to
Wolverine in
Hugh
the X-Men
Jackman.
film series.
Now Morgan Freeman.
is an American
And you
actor,
saw this earlier in the
producer, and
short
director.
video.
He has won
You're
an
listening to
Academy
Morgan
Award,
Freeman,
a Golden Globe
Morgan
Award,
Freeman's
and a
hands and
Screen Actors
footprints.
Guild Award.
Now Jack Nicholson is located on the far left-hand side
Jack
of the theater.
Nicholson is an American
Now it's on the
actor and
right-hand
filmmaker
side
who
where,
has performed for over
where
60 years.
Morgan Freeman was.
He is known for his
Now
often
the
young and
avatar's
eccentric
walking straight
characters
over
and has appeared in many of the most
Jack
iconic
Nicholson's
and
handprints.
influential films
As
of all
it's
time.
talking, as I'm
Nicholson
following,
has
it's
won
guiding
multiple
me,
Academy
assisting me,
Awards, Golden
giving
Globe
me
Awards,
contextual
and BAFTA
information
Awards, and is considered
around
one of the
this
greatest
environment.
actors of all time.
That's a great way use of AI
How do you do,
context.
ladies and gentlemen? This
Now
is
we're
Charlie
over
Chaplin
here
talking.
in the historic
This was
Charlie
Hollywood,
Chaplin
California
Studios.
in 1915.
This was built
Now
in
you
the
see my arrival. That's me.
1960s,
I
the
look much
Los
younger
Angeles
there.
Historical Cultural Monument. And again, using contextual AI, asked a question about the historic Charlie Chaplin Museum, gave me a video, gave me an image.
Chaplin's hat, which was a
Now I
popular
brought
style
in
of
a
hat
3D
in
model
the early
of
1900s.
Charlie Chaplin,
Chaplin's cane is a
and
walking
asked
stick that he
about
often
some of
used as a
the
prop in his film.
features of Charlie Chaplin,
Chaplin's
the
films
hat,
spanned
the
a variety
mustache,
of
the
genres,
cane.
including
Here I
comedy,
am actually at
drama,
the star
and romance.
of the Walk
He
of
was
Fame
also
of
a
Charlie
prolific
Chaplin.
composer, creating the
People are
scores
walking
for
around
many of
me,
his
but
own
I'm still
films.
holding up
Chaplin
my
began
iPad,
his career as a
just
stage
asking
actor in
questions,
England
learning
before
more
coming to
information
America in
about Charlie
1913 to
Chaplin
work in the
in
fledgling
this
film
context.
industry. He
At
quickly
every
became
point
one
in
of
time
the
having
biggest
that
stars of the
avatar with
silent
me, AI
era, and
assistant,
his films were
guiding
popular
me,
both
giving
in
me
the
the
US
knowledge
and
that I'm looking
internationally.
for.
Why was Charlie
Here's
Chaplin
one more question.
considered
Why is
so
Charlie
funny?
Chaplin so funny?
Charlie
An answer
Chaplin was
right
considered
there.
so funny because he was able to make people laugh with his physical comedy and his slapstick.
Now
Give
let's
me a
go
moment
over
to
to
formulate
the
a response.
California Leon Museum, which is an airport and classic
The
car
spark
museum.
plug
Now I'm
is a small
having
metal
the
device that
AI
screws into the
assistant
top of the
guide me
cylinder.
through specific
It has a small
sequence. I have
electrode
an
that
airplane
protrudes into the
radio
cylinder.
right
The
in
spark
front of me.
plug
And I
ignites
asked
the
it
fuel
questions
air
about
mixture in the
various
cylinder.
parts and
The
specific
tube
functions of
is
all
a
these
small
parts
metal
on
tube
this radio.
that goes from the spark
Now
plug
it's pointing at the exact
ignition
words that I
coil.
mentioned in
The
my
cover is a
question,
metal cover that goes over the
guiding
top of
me,
the
assisting
cylinder.
me,
The
giving me the
motor
knowledge that I need
pulley
about this process.
is a small
A
pulley
great way to
that
contextualize
the
what I'm
engine
learning,
belt goes around.
bring
The
the
cam
AI assistant into
is a
various
small metal
environments.
device that sits on top of the cylinder. It has a small lobe that opens and closes the
All that
intake and
detail
exhaust
just
valves.
around those
The
questions
cylinders
is being provided
in the
automatically
airplane radial are
in
arranged
this
in a circle
context.
around the engine.
And I can walk
Hey
around,
everybody,
and now
I'm
let's
Dabney,
check out
West
some
Coast
classic
Classics,
cars.
and this
Here's the
here is
1934
the
model
coolest and
Roadster
the
pickup.
nicest Model A I think I've
Again,
ever
with
been
the
in.
automatic
And in this
portals,
video,
I'm
I'm going to
listening
take
to
you out for a
videos,
ride. I'm
and then
going
I
to
can
take
start
you under
engaging
the car. I'm
the
going to
AI
take you
system
around the
with
car. I'm going to show you
specific
the whole
questions
thing. So
about
stick with
that
me.
particular
Let's
make
go.
and model.
Tell me about the
Tell me about that
1934
Ford model
Roadster
Let me
1930
think about it
Roadster
for a
pickup.
moment.
Okay, you'll go through
The
the
1934
context,
model
giving you
Roadster
that
pickup was a light-duty
situation,
truck produced
detailed
by Ford.
information.
It had a
And again, I can
four-cylinder
switch
engine
up my
and a four-speed
question,
manual
and I could ask
transmission.
different types of
Tell me
questions.
about the
Describe to me,
1931
tell me
Ford
more.
model of Phaeton.
Give me a procedural
The
base and
1931
different
Ford
steps.
model of Phaeton was a
Just
four-door
around these
convertible with
questions,
a
I can
folding
get
top.
additional,
It had a
extract
wheelbase
additional
of
information from that
106
AI
inches and a
assistant.
length of 175 inches. The Phaeton could seat up to 5.
When we talked about the
Ford
Phaeton, the
was a luxury
1929
car that
Lincoln
was
model,
produced by the Lincoln around 1940.
And now
Extinct
lastly,
camel of
we
North
stopped off
America
at the
was a
liberated
large,
tar pits
furry mammal with
and
long
learning
legs
more
and a
about
long
the
neck.
extinct
It lived in
North
the
American
deserts of North
camel.
America and was
You
well
can see I was able
adapted to
to
the harsh
add
conditions there.
annotations on the
The
neck, the
camel was a
jawbone, the
herbivore, ate fat
ribs,
on plants and shrubs.
learning
It
about
was
more of the
hunted by
context
humans
of
for its
that
meat and
extinct
fur. The
animal.
last camel in North America
You know,
is
I'm asking
thought to have
questions
died in
about
the
the
early
history of that
1900s.
extinct camel. And
Tell me about the California saber-tooth.
here to get more information about the California saber-tooth
The
cat.
California saber-tooth, also known as the
Just walking
saber-toothed
around
cat,
that
is a large, extinct
model
cat
and
that lived in
move
North
around
America
that
during the
space. And
Pleistocene
I'm
era,
just holding up my
2.6 million to
iPad. It could be my cell
11,700
phone.
years ago.
I'm
The
quickly
California
gathering
saber-tooth
information
was one of the largest
as I listen
saber-toothed
in, I can
cats,
read
with
at
a
the
body
same
length of
time,
up to
and learn more
3.3
about
meters, 10
context
feet, and a
of
weight of up to 400 kilograms, 880
California
pounds.
saber-tooth.
The California saber-tooth was a top predator in its ecosystem.
And
Species of
lastly, here I
mammoth that
stopped
lived in
off
North
at
America
the
during the Pleistocene
Colombian
epoch.
mammoth.
The Colombian mammoth was one of the largest land
Imposing figure,
mammals
but
to ever
I was able to
exist,
add a
with some
knowledge portal
individuals
at the
reaching
very
heights
top
of over 6
to
meters,
find some
20
contextual
feet, at the
information.
shoulder and weighing in excess of 8 metric tons,
And you can see just the power of
17,600
anchoring an
pounds.
object
The
right in
Colombian
front of
mammoth was
this
adapted to a wide
environment.
range of
I'm able to
habitats,
add,
from open
paint
grasslands
my
to woodlands
annotation
and
that
forests.
high
The
to go on the
Colombian mammoth
ceiling
is thought
in
to have
my
gone
living room.
extinct around 10,000 years
And it
ago,
stays there,
although
and
the exact cause of its
all that
extinction
is
is
included
unknown.
in the answer of these contextual information. So hopefully that gave you a good idea of what it's like to use this platform, how to involve contextual AI in what you're trying to learn, how easy it is to use, and how you can engage with this avatar and extract more information and really taking it out to the real world and gather information that you need to learn more and accelerate that knowledge transfer.